Growing up in LA was amazing. South Central specifically, I mean, it was a melting pot. Although the city is segregated because of the way the communities are built, it's still really diverse. I mean, you know, gang violence gangs started in LA, as you can say, when you talk about Crips and Bloods and you talk about things like that. From the 90s all the way to the early 2000s, this was an area for all the negativity. But yeah, I think the amazing part is, you know, the evolution. Black and brown people in the community understanding that our culture is more than that. Our people are more than that. So now if you see the city, this is a place where families and friends and the children can come and rejoice. Man, today is the first annual Kayvon Thibodeaux Jream Foundation camp. We're here at Rancho Cienega Park, man. Great family, we got great community around. As you see, the kids about to get lined up, man, and we can have a great day of football.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's go. Come on, make sure you're paying attention. So the Jream Foundation started off with a dream. Dream is acronym, it's J-R-E-A-M, and it's Journey to Readiness and Enrichment through Academic Mentorship. And the goal is just to help kids accomplish their dreams and help parents help their kids accomplish their dreams.
There you go.
You see it? Yeah, that's my little cousin chain, man. That's how you do it. Keep it on you.
Thank you.
Hey, they cooking back there, all the food y'all can want.
We got hamburgers and chicken legs, thighs.
Right now, a lot of chicken hamburger patties.
How you doing?
How you doing? You remember me?
Come on.
Hi, Mom.
Come on now. Come on, man. I thank y'all for coming, though, man.
Do you remember me? Milton.
Come on.
Let's go.
Get in there.
Right here. Stop right there.
That's my little cousin. He asked me, do I remember him? I said, see, that's why we got to get together. Family is important.
It makes me a little emotional because I'm so proud of my son and him bringing the community together. You know what I mean? This is big. And then being here where he actually plays high school football, you know what I mean? So I just think it's amazing just to see him and how he flourished and just, like I said, living out his dreams.
I was born 12/15/2000 at 10 pounds, 4 ounces. 5th grade, I was 5'10". I started getting real good in football. My size, I kind of took off where, you know, I think I was 6'3" at 6th grade. So once I stopped letting the game be fun for the other kids, that's when they kind of said, you know what, it was a referee actually, he said, you know what, hey, just give him a break for the rest of the day. So yeah, the nickname Diesel just came from being probably the biggest person in the room and having that biggest motor, that biggest engine. My favorite memory of high school football, it was winning a championship against Valencia High School. One of my high school friends' name was Zeke. On that field, he had shared a moment with me that I'll never forget. His father had passed away, and that high school that we were playing at was the last time his dad got to see him play. It was an amazing moment. You know, he cried, I cried, gave him a hug, gave him some dapping, and told him we're gonna make it worth it. Everybody made plays, we had a great team, but it was definitely one of those moments that was for the books. After my sophomore year, I transferred out to Oaks Christian. Man, it was a dream, if I'm being honest. It was like High School Musical almost. My mom just wanted a better education for me, and I also was rated the #1 player in the country at the time. So a lot of people started to give her that idea that I could make it to the NFL, right? And that's always been my goal, but just moving out of the inner city of Los Angeles and being with the people that I started with, I had the pressure of going out there and not succeeding was something that I had to overcome. And then once I found my footing, it was now like, I don't want to just be accepted or worthy, I want to be the greatest. I want to be remembered. My name is Kayvon Thibodeaux. I go to Oaks Christian, AKA the Technician, AKA KTA. Take one. Action. When I went to Oaks Christian, the recruiting circuit just picked up so much.
You just don't have players that are this impactful along the defensive front coming out of the West Coast.
I think we had 50 or 60 different colleges come within my last year of high school. When I started going on my visits and I started going to see different colleges, I mean, it was amazing. Getting that experience, you know, just going through and really learning. I took it as an educational thing because I'm gonna ask the questions, right? Because just as much as they're interviewing me, I'm interviewing them. A lot of colleges like to talk about who they had and who went here and who did this and all of this kind of stuff, but it's like, I'm not those guys. So what are you gonna do with me to help me get there? And I feel like Oregon had the best plan. I'll be taking my talents to the University of Oregon. Why Oregon? I mean, the plan and the film that they put together on how they could help grow my arsenal was amazing. They knew that I wanted to be a guy outside of football, knowing that they had a plan for me and I had a plan for myself, and they aligned. The School of Journalism, I mean, it's amazing at Oregon. That was the biggest sell for me. Journalism was what I wanted to do. So now when you talk about majoring in advertising, I mean, it was understanding that I'm gonna be on camera.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, welcome to the building. Who's KT outside of football? Who are you? Anybody out there, you know, want to test my chess skills, just come find me. Hey, I kick your chest.
That is a bad, bad man, and if you don't handle him, you got problems, and if you're trying to block him one-on-one, good luck with that.
Pressure, drops, Thibodeaux wrecks this drive again, and that's why they call him a game wrecker.
If I had to describe myself in one word, I say relentless, because we only have a set amount of time to perform. How much are you willing to give to become victorious at the end?
From behind and taken down, sacked by Kayvon Thibodeaux.
That's just not fair.
Kayvon Thibodeaux might be the top pick in the NFL draft with a great play in the backfield.
We'll watch him with the quickness off the football, that first step.
I just came back from injury, going through the rest of the season. I mean, the emotions behind it, from me being projected the #1 overall pick to NIL also hit at that time. So I think that was amazing for me to understand how to manage money, right? Touching a lot of money in college helped me understand what I was gonna do when I got to the NFL, and it gave me a business perspective. I've been training for the NFL for 10+ years now, because it was my destiny. I've talked to the Giants. We had a great interview. They were kind of on me, you know, they were giving me a hard time, but you know, I feel like it was like that big brother moment where they give you a hard time because they're interested in you and they like you. So, oh man, and Dabes was chewing me out.
You're a 5-star recruit, right? You're one of the best recruits coming out. You got all these accolades. You've always had success. So if you don't have success immediately, how do you deal with it?
But Dabes was tough because he was the New York media. You know, he was kind of really testing what my responses were gonna be. At the end of the day, I just gotta keep going forward, right? There ain't no looking back. You got a rearview mirror this big and you got a windshield as big as can be. Why? Because everything behind you, leave it in the past. For me, you know, just showing them that, you know, I'm really a guy. I grew up in a big city, so a big city is nothing new to me.
Welcome to the 22 NFL Draft.
Here we go, Giants! Here we go! Here we go!
With the 5th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants select Kayvon Thibodeaux, defensive end, Oregon.
Okay.
Wow.
Giants fans get their pass rusher, and as if there's not enough wattage coming in New York, here comes Kayvon Thibodeaux.
Come on, Giants Nation. It's Kayvon Thibodeaux here, man. They came and picked me. I appreciate it. I want you to know I'm going to give you everything I got from the bottom to the top. Let's get it. Man, it's been a blessing to be drafted by the New York Giants. The feeling is indescribable. Giants, man, I can't wait to get out to New York, and I can't wait to start this new journey. Get out of here now. I think, you know, I've always wanted to be a Giant. God has a plan for me, and I think that, you know, New York is where that plan starts.
Let's say we select you at the New York Giants. Right? You got more eyes on you. When you're at a bigger place, you have more eyes on you. So then we start out the season. 5 games into it, you ain't got a sack. How do you handle that when immediate success doesn't come?
And it was just a crazy coincidence that he asked, like, what are you gonna do if you went 4 or 5 games without a sack? And my answer was, at the end of the day, I just gotta keep going forward. If I'm 5 weeks in and I ain't got a sack, we're gonna figure out how next week we're gonna take advantage of whoever we play and we're gonna get 3 sacks.
Giants have erased a 10-point deficit, 1:43 to go in the game. Giants 24 and the Ravens 20. Jackson in a shotgun set, calls signals, takes the snap, he's back to throw. Under pressure, hit by Thibodeaux, ball comes loose, and the Giants scramble for it. It's still loose, and finally recovered by the Giants. Kayvon Thibodeaux gets his first career sack in big fashion.
It being my first sack, a fourth quarter game-winning, game-ending sack, it was an amazing moment where, you know, it was a closing moment.
Boy, that's a closing play there. That's the play you close the game with. That's why they drafted him, to come up big in these situations.
When you can make plays when they count the most, that's the difference between good and great.
Active throw, he's under pressure, sacked by Thibodeaux, the ball's loose, on the ground, scooped up in the end zone for a touchdown. Kayvon Thibodeaux with the sack, the forced fumble, and then the touchdown. This time he went in with the old LT chop. He completes the trifecta, and the Giants take the lead.
The closer has entered the building.
I was one of the leading sackers in college in the fourth quarter, and I think that, you know, once I really develop my game, I'll be that in the NFL.
Third down for, here comes Thibodeaux.
I want to be a guy that my teammates look to, that they trust in, that they believe in. And I want to go make plays, man. I want to make the Pro Bowl. I want to do a lot of things. And I think that, you know, if I continue to believe in myself, I continue to work, I continue to grind, God's going to let me show, you know, the world what I can do.